Hello friends, this video on squares and square roots part 21 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam.
Okay, so let us now look at the third option, that is long division method. So we will understand this method using an example. So let us take the example of this number 1024. So let us say that you have to find out square root of 1024. So how will you do this? So write down this number 1024. Your first step would be to place bars on the number. So we will place lines like this over the numbers. And how will we place the bars? We will place the bars over each pair of number. So this is a 4-digit number, but we will take two digits together. So one pair of digit, we will put them under one bar. And from where will we start putting the bar? We will start putting the bar from the units place. So this is the units place. So from this side, 2 digits together under one bar. Again, remaining 2 digits together under one more bar. So your first step would be placing the bars over a pair of digits. And you start pairing the digits from right hand side. That is from the units place. Okay, so once you have done that, then what you do? You make an arrangement like this, because now we are going to perform something like division. So now just focus on the digits that you have under the first bar. So the digits under the first bar is 10, right? So now start looking at that perfect square which is less than or equal to 10. For example, 2 square is equal to 4. So 4 is less than 10. 3 square is equal to 9. 9 is also less than equal to 10. 4 square, which is equal to 16, which is greater than 10. So we are only looking at the value which is either less than or equal to 10. So which value will we select? We will select this value, because this value is most close to 10. It is less than but equal to 10, because we do not have a value which is equal to 10. So therefore here we will write 3. So, and how much is 3 square? 3 square is 9. So we will write 9 here. So just follow the steps carefully. So what are we actually doing is, we saw that 3 square is equal to 9. So we write 3 here like a divisor, and 10 is our dividend. 10 is like the dividend. So 3 is our divisor. So now 3 into 3 is 9. So therefore 3, the other 3 is our quotient. So this 3 acts as our quotient. So now what we do? We find the remainder. So the remainder would be 10 minus 9, which is 1. So this is our first half. Now in the second half, what we do? We bring down the digits under the second bar. So what are the digits under the second bar? 2, 4. So we will bring 2, 4 together. So we got 124 here. And what about the divisor? So the divisor this time would be twice of this old divisor. So earlier it was 3. So this time it would be 6. And then you place a blank after 6. That means there will be another digit here which we are yet to find out. Right? So once you have done this, now you try to fill this blank with such a digit which when multiplied to this number will give you a value that is either equal to 124 or less than 124. For example, if you think that this digit will be 1, in that case this number will be 61. So 61 multiplied by 1 is 61, which is less than 124. Okay, let us write it here. So if you assume that the digit will be 1, so in that case 61 into 1 is 61, which is less than 124. If you assume that this blank will be 2, then 62 into 2, because you have to multiply with the same digit. So 62 into 2 is equal to 124, which is equal to 124. And this is exactly what we were looking for. So what you do? You place 2 here. So 62 into 2 is 124. So you get 124. But for that you have to multiply with 2. So your quotient becomes 2. So this time your remainder is 0. So now what is your answer? Your answer would be all that you have in the quotient. So that means square root of 1024 is equal to 32. So this is your answer. Now I agree that this method is not very simple, but it is not that complicated as well. So let us have a look once more. So what we do, first step is to place the bars over the digits, and we place the bars over a pair of digits. And there is another significance of the bars. The number of bars that you have in the number denotes the number of digits that you will have in the square root. For example, here you have 2 bars, so you have 2 digits in the square root value. Right? So once you have placed the bars, then you try to find one perfect square whose value is less than equal to the number under the first bar. So in this case that was 9. So you write 3 in the divisor's place, 9 here, and 3, because 3 into 3 is 9. So 3 in the quotient's place. You find the remainder, then bring down the numbers under the next bar, and then on the divisor side you twice the value of the previous divisor and then keep a blank for a digit after that. Now you try to find such a value for this digit such that this number when multiplied by the same digit gives you a value which is less than or equal to this number 124. So in this fashion, all that you get in the quotient would be your final answer. So we will do a quick recap of long division method once again with another example. So these are your steps. So let us say this time you have to find out square root of 576. So this is your question. So your first step is place bar over every pair of digits starting from the ones place. So which is your ones place? 6 is your ones place. So we will place bar over one pair of digit, and then we are left with only one digit. So that's okay. We will place the bar over that single digit. Okay. Next step is find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number under the leftmost bar. Okay. So let's make the arrangement. So the first number that we have under the bar is 5. So which is that number? Let's start from 2 square is 4. So 4 is less than 5. 3 square is 9, 9 is greater than 5. So this is the appropriate value for us. So 2 would be in the divisor place. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So what is the remainder? It would be 1. Let's bring down. So so we have taken this as the divisor. We wrote the quotient and remainder. Now fifth step is bring down the numbers in the next bar. So the numbers in the next bar are 7 and 6. Double the divisor with a blank on right. So this was our divisor 2. So this time we will double it, make it 4 and keep a blank after it. Okay. Now we have to fill the blank with a digit such that the number formed when multiplied by quotient gives the number less than or equal to the dividend. So this is our dividend 176. So here again you try. If you put 1 in the blank, then 41 into 1 is 41, which is less than 76. If you put 2 in the blank, then 42 into 2 is 84, which is again less than 176. 43 into 3 is equal to 129, which is again less than 176. 44 into 4 is equal to 176, which is equal to 176, and this is what we are looking for. So let's place 4 here. So quotient will also be 4 and this will be 176. So the remainder is 0. So therefore square root of 576 will be equal to 24. This is the answer.
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.